Donald Trump's interview on Tucker Carlson's show on X had over 88 million views in 2 hours. The beach does not represent what the president is supposed to do. He's supposed to work. Now, while his 8 opponents in the 2024 Republican presidential nomination took part in a televised debate, Donald Trump gave an exclusive interview to Tucker Carlson via the X platform, formerly Twitter, where, among other things, he made another attacking Joe Biden for both his recent appearances on Delaware Beach and his mental abilities. Tucker Carlson's video with Donald Trump garnered 88 million views in just 2 hours on Twitter. The average viewership for his Fox News show was about 3 million. This is by Morgan Phillips and Jeff Earl of Daily Mail. They said, "I think it's worse mentally than it is physically. He's not exactly the type of triathlete or any other type of athlete," Trump said with scathing humor. "You look at him who can't get off the helicopter, can't get his feet off the grass. You know, he's only 5 inches in the White House. You watch him and he looks like he's walking on toothpicks," the former president continued. "And when you see him on the beach where he can't lift a chair, you know these chairs are meant to be lightweight, right? 50 grams. Trump then said he didn't understand the strategy behind Biden's visit to the beach. He said, "I don't know what they do on the beach." He said, "You know, this beach seems to play a big part, but they love his beach pictures. I think it looks bad on the beach. He looks bad on the beach. He can't even walk on the sand," he said. Indeed, Biden took a 10-day trip to his Delaware Beach home in Rehoboth in July and has been spending weekends there periodically throughout the summer. But in perhaps his biggest gaffe there, Biden replied to no comment on August 13 to a reporter when asked about the wildfires in Maui as he walked the sand. Biden cut his most recent vacation in Lake Tahoe to make the trip to Maui, where the worst wildfire in American history took place. Trump continued, "The beach does not represent what the president is supposed to do. He's supposed to work. He's supposed to get us out of this horrible, horrible war we're in with Russia and Ukraine. He could do that, and he should do it so very easily. I believe he could. However, he is simply incompetent." And Trump said, "If I was president, this would never have started." At other points in the interview, Trump attacked his opponents participating in the Milwaukee debate, saying there are some candidates who shouldn't even be running. He said, "You see the polls are out. I'm leading 50 by 50 or 60 points, Trump said. "And in some of them there are 1% or 0% and 2%. And I'm thinking, sit there for an hour or two, however long it takes, and get attacked by people who shouldn't even be running for president. Should I do this? And on a network that isn't particularly friendly, frankly?" Pressed by Carlson to name names, Trump mentioned former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, whom he called Ada, and wild maniac from New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Carlson asked, "Why Ada?" "I could tell you, but I don't want to get involved, but he's weak and pathetic," Trump said. Hutchinson is the only debater who has not pledged to vote for Trump if convicted and nominated. In the same interview, Trump called Florida Governor Ron DeSantis his closest challenger, still leading by double digits in most polls, a lost cause, quote unquote, and defended his efforts to challenge the election result. And on the eve of his landmark arrest in Georgia voter fraud case, the former president lashed out at horrible, quote unquote, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. He basically said, "I had no right to challenge the election, so what happened to Stacey Abrams? What happened to Hillary Clinton? What happened to all these Democrats who are still challenging my election? The same people who are saying today, he challenged the election, they challenged my election." Trump also praised the House for standing up for him and claiming Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell would have lost if he had not backed him. Jim Jordan, the White House, has been fantastic to me, and in fact, the Congress was very good to me, except, Mitch McConnell, I support him. I plead with him that he was going to lose that battle, and I supported him, and he ended up winning because of my support. I did him a favor, and after 3-4 months, he himself wanted to accuse me. He's a bad guy, Trump said. It's recalled that Trump and his 18 co-defendants were accused in Georgia of forming a criminal organization to overturn the result of the election. Trump will be surrendered today at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta. On Monday, the 77-year-old's bail was set at $200,000, and he was ordered not to post threatening messages on social media. It's not that 4 of the defendants have already surrendered to authorities in Georgia before the Friday noon deadline. And I've translated this from a Greek article for you. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.